over more of these ideas with the drum mix here for this song. As you can see, of course, I've got some plugins here as well. Now, so before I've got this compressor here, which is the Bomb Factory compressor, which is the BF76 peak limiter. I've got it set up here for a nice little input and more output than input there for my own setting. And I'll just play those back to a good level there going. That's good. So you still got these drums going on. And generally what I like to do with drums, I like to send my reverbs out. I've got very little reverb here, as you can see on the kick drum. There is some reverb on the snare, of course. Obviously, you can hear it, obviously. I want to bring that down some as well. If I want to see this better, I can always just go ahead and click on that, and I can see this fader a little better right there. And I've got some effects here, a lot of them here actually on the crash cymbal. I've got more here on the tambourine. I'm give me the ambient feel, that reverb sound. And here's my reverbs. These sounds are all going here, and they're going directly from this send A into my D-verb, which is right here, the D-verb. And the D-verb, I'm using this D-verb right here. So my drum verb is the D-verb I'm using right here. I got a setting for a small room, as you can see here. A little input. I'm 100% mixed. I'm going to bring this back a little bit now, since I was just practicing before I started mixing. I could do sometimes also make a separate drum, sort of a mixer, an auxiliary. So here, for example, I'll go right here, and I'm going to press Shift-Command-N, and I want to get a new track. This new track will be an auxiliary track. And it'll be an auxiliary stereo track, okay? Press Create. And now you see the reason why I selected the crash symbol and put this track right next to that. So I know that right here, this will be my drum mix. So I'll click on this, and I'll call this my drum mix. DRM, I'll put MIX here, just for me. And I've got it right there. I can see here in my mix here. And so now, in order to go back to my I/O setup, I want to go back into the I/O setup here and make sure that I can, say what that is. So I'm going to go to my bus setup here, as you can see here, and I want to assign that drum mix to something else. So I've got everything else set up here. I've got a drum verb, I have no mix. I'm going to make this bus here, and I'm going to make this called the drum mix. It's going to be DRM and MIX. Okay, great. Now I press OK. And now it knows it's there. So now I'm going to go here to my I/O ins and out, go to bus, and drum mix stereo right there. So now I know I've got this drum mix. Now what I could do is I could send these drum signals directly into this mix. Like for example, rather have them go to the main output, I can have these sent right to the drum mix. The drum mix, see stereo to the right, the drum mix, and it goes right there. And that sound will now go directly to my drum mix. And I can do this for all these sounds here. And once I do, I'm ready to start having a separate mix for the drums. So this one fader here will control the volume for all these drums. So it's a great way of having a mix. Sometimes you want to lower the drums. Instead of lowering each drum sound, sometimes I just want to lower one fader. I'll lower this one fader, and it will control the audio output of my entire drum mix.